good afternoon. This is your boy KarlyBoy and we're gonna do devotion time today. Tayo mag-start na tayo po ay mag-devotion mga kapatid. I just want to invite every one of you that is watching right now to please leave a like, a share, subscribe, comment down below mga kapatid. I do different kinds of videos such as vlogs, of course this devotional series, this devotional things that we are doing, and also I am writing things down, and we also have the JTalks family and reaction channel and everything. So yeah, pretty much everyone is welcome here. Okay, so again, leave a like, share, and subscribe, and enjoy our devotion and time with the Lord. God bless all of you. Pag-aaralan po natin mga kapatid ngayon is on the book of Psalm chapter 90 verse 2. Again, it is in the book of Psalm chapter 90 verse 2. So let me read it for you mga kapatid. It says here in Psalm chapter 90 verse 2, sabi po rito, before the mountains were born, or you gave birth to the earth and the world, from everlasting to everlasting, you are God. Or even sa ibang translation po, let me read it, before the mountains were born, or you brought forth the world, from everlasting to everlasting, you are God. So makikita po natin in this verse mga kapatid, I'm really sorry sa mga dumadaan kasi the Manila is still working here in our subdivision, but this is a prayer of Moses. Makikita po natin yan dun mismo sa Psalm chapter 90. This is a prayer of Moses. And so gusto ko lang din pong tignan, or gusto ko lang din pong makita natin before we go to the application yung application part natin on how we could apply this in our life, how would it mean to us. So makita lang po natin dito yung construction po ng passage na ito. Meron po dito nakalagay the word before. So the word before, so kung pag-aaralan po natin, of course it is for all of you guys are self-explanatory. Before, di ba, bago. So the word before here can also mean that it also can mean that not yet, hindi pa, di ba, hindi pa nagagawa o hindi pa nag-occur. Or so we can see that the not yet, or the, no mountains yet, no nothing, like everything is not yet existing. No, kasi sabi dito, before the mountains were born and you gave birth to the earth. Sabi po ron, before the mountains, bago pa man yung mga kabundukan ay magawa yung mundo. Sabi nga dito, yung mundo po ay maisilang, not yet, di ba po, from everlasting to everlasting, you are God. So that's the first one, before. It also connotates here mga kapatid that the Lord is there. He is absolute. He is self-existent. No? Kasi bakit? Even before things began, even the smallest atom in the whole world, even the atoms, the molecules, everything, God is already there. He is there. He is absolutely there. He is self-existent. He is just there. Okay? And pangalawa pong gusto kong makita natin na word dito na ginamit is that everlasting to everlasting. So dalawa po ang connotation dito ng everlasting to everlasting. It means it is from the ancient time. Is it from the ancient time? Sabi po rito, eternal, forever. Sabi doon, we can say that before the beginning of time, until without end. This word from everlasting to everlasting. It can also mean that from the beginning of time, di ba? Even before time began, until, sabi doon, until without end, everlasting. Okay? Going back to the ancient of time, di ba? Going back to the ancient of time and going forward beyond dun sa we can ever imagine na time na yon. God is there without a beginning or an end. Yun po ang sinasabi dito, from everlasting to everlasting. So makita po natin dito the word before and the word everlasting ay nagpapakita po ng self-existence ng ating Panginoon, di ba? In this Psalm chapter 90. So this is a song, di ba? Awit sa Tagalog, but it is also, sabi po rito sa taas, is a prayer of Moses, the man of God. So makita po natin this could also Moses is singing here in this psalm that even before the mountains were born, God is already there. Ang sabi niya po dun sa pangalawa, di ba? You are God. He is already existing. He is already there. So ano pong makikita natin? Ano pong matututunan natin in this verse coming from this text? So una po, makikita po natin yung attribute ng ating Panginoon na eternal. So God is eternal. Okay? From the first moment that the universe is made, okay po, He is already there. He is uncaused. Pag sinabi po nating uncaused, walang creator, walang walang kailangan para mag-exist siya. He is just there. Okay, wala siyang creator. This is sabi ni Dr. Craig. He puts it this way. He never began to exist but always been in existence. So the eternality of God, or the attribute of God that He is eternal, is that He has no creator. He is the creator Himself. He is there. He is absolutely there. That's sabi ni Dr. Craig, that He never began to exist. Makita niyo po how amazing that is. He never began to exist. He has always been, or but always been in existence. Wala pong pasimula ang Diyos, kundi siya ang simula mismo. He never began existing. He has no creator, definitely, and He has always been existence. Wala po siyang beginning at wala po siyang end. Ano pong sabi ng isang theologian na si Oliver Boswell? Sabi niya po, since we must believe that something is eternal, unless something comes from nothing, we shall find that the most reasonable belief is in an eternal being, is belief in the eternal God. Yan daw po. So sabi po rin, since we must believe that something is eternal, unless something comes from nothing. So, sinasabi po dito ni Oliver Boswell that the most reasonable belief is a belief from God. Why? Because everything in the creation of this world, and even in the mankind, sa planeta po natin, everything is made. Everything has a creator. Okay? So lahat po ay merong creator. It hit us this time of existence. Pero po ang Diyos ay wala. And a reasonable belief, okay, in eternal being. So kung maniniwala daw tayo na merong eternal being sa hindi natin alam kung saan, pero kailangan maniwala tayo, okay, the reasonable thing. Diba? Kasi minsan sinasabi nila, basta merong supreme eternal being na nandyan lang siya, hindi natin alam. So I would say, mga kapatid, that if you believe that, you should, okay, investigate. You should know the God of the Bible, who is eternal in His attribute. Okay, so first of all, God is eternal. He is always there in this time, diba? Lalo na in times like this. Okay, so ano pang gusto kong makita natin dito? Ano pang gustong makita dito sa natin? Ano pang gusto ng Panginoon na makita natin dito sa verse na to, this particular verse? It just not say that He is eternal, but it also says about Him being with us. Okay, God is eternal. He is always there. So in this time of pandemic, in this time that everything seems so lost, parang nagkakagulo yung mga leaders natin, everyone is quarreling, everyone is fighting, iba't ibang klaseng sakunang nagaganap, you can still be sure that God is there, seated on His throne, and as He promised, remember His promise that He will never leave us nor forsake us? We can rely on that promise. Why? Why? Because you cannot rely on a promise of an eternal being. Di ba? Hindi ka pwedeng mag-rely dun sa promise ng halimbawa, sabi ng tao, nasasabihin niya, hindi, lagi lang ako nandito para siya. Of course not. He cannot do that. Why? He is not eternal. Di ba? Metaphorically speaking, alam mo yun, na metaphor lang yun. Okay? Or ano lang yun, kumbaga parang it's a promise, not of hindi siya eternal. Okay? But it is only for a lifetime. But ang Panginoon po, sabi niya, I will never leave you nor forsake you. Why? Because we can rely on this. Why? Kasi po, from the beginning of time, He is already there, and until now, He is there. He is seated on the throne, untouched. He is unmoved. Diba? So, He is the uncomposed composer. So, siya po yun. So, we can cling on that truth. We can definitely cling on that truth. Pwede po nating panghawakan yun. That He can definitely help you in your struggle right now. You just have to believe in Him, bring it to Him in faith. And cling to the truth that there's an eternal God who loves you and will never leave you nor forsake you. Mga kapatid, this is very beautiful. This particular passage is telling us about the eternality of God, and yet makikita po natin that our God is eternal, but then He has this love for us with His people na hindi niya po tayo iiwan at hindi pababayaan. And we can cling to that. Why? Because He is a God that is eternal. Siya po ang Diyos na ating pinaglilingkuran. Siya po ang Diyos na humahawak sa atin. And in this time of pandemic, of these unfaithful people, remember that God is also faithful. He will never leave us nor forsake us. God bless all of you mga kapatid, and have a good day. Your boy KarlyBoy, and I thank you so much for staying until the end of these videos. And as always, do everything for the glory of God and not for man. This is your boy KarlyBoy, leaving you with a quote and a saying that God exists, whether you like it or not. God bless all of you mga kapatid.